Welcome back, my friends, to the show which never ends. With an anthropomorphic hen, come inside, come inside. Come join me and Viv, talk about creatures that live in the darkness of your id. Come inside, come inside. Come inside, believe me folks, it's great. Streaming on the last Wednesday at 8. Come inside and hear us well, you know. We'll take you places you want to go. Come and see the show. The Comedy Rhino. Come and see the show. It's great, you know. They're behind that box. There's criminal in a box. There's Canadian Dave Scott. Come inside, come inside. Goodness, it's his nibs. The one and only Ian Squibbs. Exposing late months of fibs. Come inside, come inside. Come inside. The show's about to start. An insane mix of science, class and art. Come and see the show. It's good, you know. Come and see the show. The last Wednesday show. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, it's not the last Wednesday show. It just happens to be a Wednesday show. And because darling Vivien is currently gallivanting around Europe somewhere, it's down to me and Ve.
Hello, I'm down here.
You'll be back on the screen in a minute, you horrible man. It's down to me and Ve, and on this occasion we're joined by Ian Squibbs. Yes, we're all here, and I didn't mean to do that. I tell you, what do you think, guys? I quite like that.
Yeah. It's making me dizzy. Don't do it.
We've got his nibs in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? That or that?
I prefer the other one because I can see more of my bar, which looks really nice with that lighting.
And I like the trees in the background, so
yeah,
gives it a kind of a Bigfooty vibe, doesn't it? Could jump out at you any minute, yeah.
Well, that's what our highly paid set designer was aiming for. Now, tonight we're supposed to be having my old friend Sam Shearon, better known as Mr. Sam, but he seems to, at the moment, have got lost in the internet. So instead, you're going to have me, his nibs, and Mr. McCrinnan, or Spooky V, as I'm supposed to call him.
Yeah, Spooky V.
So how things what's been happening with you guys? By the way, I do apologise that I was so completely off my tits last week. That was not intentional.
So you've come down now, have you, John? You're back to normal.
It took me 3 days. And that stuff is not only, 1, legal, but 2, supposed to be good for your mental health. Actually, I was completely away with the fairies for days. And I was only testing it out because one of my dear friends, who everybody here knows, but I'm not going to mention her name because her mother is elderly and in an awful lot of pain, and I don't want to spoil the confidentiality of her health problems. Her mother is, like I say, in extreme amounts of pain and cannot take opiates. I've always told her that what she can do is to carry on being prescribed the opiates and give them to me, but apparently she can't take opiates. And Gwyn with whoops, I've been very tactless then, and my friend was wondering whether one of the artificial cannabinoids, the ones that are not supposed to give you anything trippy, but are supposed to have great pain relieving properties, would be good. And I said, well, I will test out a couple of them so we don't give the old lady something that's going to get her tripping off her tits. So I tried one of these things, which are, by the way, legal, which is why I can talk about them on this channel. And Graham had one as well. Graham didn't come down till Sunday. I came down just about by Friday evening. But by that time, I had an appalling cold, so I don't know where the drugs ended and the cold started or what.
Yeah, I think really you were still fairly off your tits Saturday night about 1 a.m. Sunday morning when we were chatting because you kept giggling.
So did you give them to the lady in the end?
Of course I didn't. I've kept them for myself.
All right, okay, fair enough.
But I'm going to make sure next time. I think I'm going to take half.
No, you want to take an eighth of one.
Oh, don't be. I can't say the word that rhymes with mufta.
What, puffter?
You can't say that. You'll offend
sorry.
the LGBTQ plus community.
Take them down.
And some of my close friends are uphill gardeners. You can't say.
All right, then. I do sincerely apologise, viewers.
Yes, I think you should probably apologise
from the heart of my bottom. I mean, from the bottom of my heart.
Oh God, we've already buggered up our audience.
No, just apologise to the gay and lesbian community, and we should be okay.
Oh,
I do apologise to the gay and lesbian community.
See, you've apologised to the lesbian community, so that should get tongues wagging.
I'll buy them a rug for Christmas.
Yeah, you don't want to rub. You don't want to rub them up the wrong way. Right, let's move on. Right,
Nico. Good evening, dear boy, and Wild Bill.
Hello, Nico. Hello, Wild Bill.
We got a viewer.
Wild Bill's talking. He's here from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hurrah!
Well, we got two on YouTube.
I've been to Atlanta, or I believe the locals call it Atlanta, but I've been to Atlanta, but only for about 4 hours in their airport. So I can't really tell you much about Georgia, apart from the fact they did allegedly 20 years ago rediscover the ivory-billed woodpecker in a swamp somewhere on the Arkansas-Georgia border, which would be nice.
The only thing I know about it is the song.
And it's the Reverend Wild Bill. Greetings. Now I'm on the right platform. Greetings again. I think you always were on the right platform. Oh, I can see what you mean. I can see. So, what's been happening to you, gentlemen, this last week?
Well, I've been off work, but I've been working on some short stories, actually trying to compile a book of short stories, which I'm going to call Tales from the Gutter. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. Yeah. Cool. I've got about 8 in progress. So.
Will it be in the same sort of style as your novel?
Well, the novel was okay. It did get a bit graphic towards the end, but it was very much a black comedy, whereas this is going to be more balls to the wall horror. So that's what we're talking. Yeah, pretty graphic, pretty violent. Not quite full on Sean Hudson, but heading that way. But
well, I really enjoyed your novel, and I know so did Ve, and I'm very pleased to say that we'll be publishing it very soon.
Yeah, well, I'm pleased about that, and we can do a bit of promotion when it comes out, and have a book giveaway would be good on CFZ or this channel, where we can ask the viewers a question, and whoever answers it first gets a free copy, something like that,
Well, let's have a dummy run. Question.
Question.
Which of the three people on the screen here comes from Wales?
Well, that's bloody obvious, because one of us has got a slight Welsh accent.
Yes, but I'm wondering if our colonial...
And it's not me, boy.
I'm watching YouTube now. I think that question is too hard for our viewership. We need something easier.
Well, I was just thinking, with our viewers, I mean, there's 5 of them watching live at the moment.
That's not bad.
And it's not bad to start off with. I was just wondering how many of them, because a lot of them are from the colonies, can recognise a Welsh accent.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Because I wouldn't know the difference between from a Georgia. I wouldn't know the difference between a Georgia accent and a Milwaukee accent. I couldn't tell you.
I would, but I wouldn't. Maybe not between Georgia and I don't know. No, I'd say one of the southern states, Kentucky, something. But like southern states, all a bit of a muchness, isn't it?
The Reverend Wild Bill says, "To me, you all sound funny."
Fair enough.
Well, just don't go taking any perfectly good tea and throwing it into the harbour again. Georgia and Alabama. I know a very pretty girl called Georgia. She's one of my podiatrists.
That's a bloke's name.
Georgia?
Is it? I don't know.
No.
It's a woman's name, is it?
Well, she's very pretty, so...
Nice. And also this week, as you know, John, I wrote an article for the yearbook, which is currently under wraps. We're not going to give any secrets away, but you just have to get the yearbook to read that. But
well, yeah, the yearbook will be out before Christmas. At the moment, although I'm doing a bit for it, most of the work is being done by Guinevere and Richard Muirhead.
Hurrah! 3 cheers for those two.
Okay, here's all the states have their own accents. I'm sure my father, I tell you what, Bill, my father wrote a dictionary of dialect of the part of England where we live, and he could tell the difference between a Bideford accent and a Barnstable accent. They're only 9 miles apart. I can't.
Was your father Samuel Pepys by any chance? No, he wrote a dictionary, didn't he?
No, but Lloyd George knew my father.
Nice.
Yeah, Georgia is a woman's name, and she's really cute. I'm very fond of her.
I'm sorry. I'm losing touch with it these days.
You're misgendering my podiatrist.
Yeah.
Try saying that when you're 3 sheets to the wind.
Because the wrestler Big Daddy, his real name was Shirley, wasn't it?
Shirley?
Yes.
Yeah, so, so you can be... And he was a real man's man.
Didn't John Wayne have a girl?
Yes, Marion Morrison.
Yeah, well.
The hell I will.
I know a chick called Marion who works in Morrison's, but...
Anyway, so V, what have you been up to? What have you been up to this week? Anything?
Who, me?
Yeah. There's only one V.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
There's only one V.
I've been working on my preparation for the winter period, homestead-wise, getting things prepared for winter, getting supplies in. I've got to get things like horticultural fleece and stuff to protect things from the cold, and I've been doing a bit of writing.
Cool.
And I'm setting up. I've just remade contact with about a month and a half, 2 months ago. I made contact with one of my old best friends, Rob Bayliss, who's a fantastic bassist, and he was in my band back about 1992. And I sent a message via him to get hold of Dave Williams, who was our old guitarist. And a few days ago, Dave contacted me. So we're now all back together again after 30 years. And they've both joined my transatlantic recording partnership. So we're setting that up now, and we're going to be recording soon. So that's all looking good. We're just settling on what door we're going to use together. DAW.
Yeah. I'd recommend Jim Morrison. Use that one.
Hey. Oh,
Use
right.
it. What
Yes.
door you could? Oh, no, right.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
They don't
fair
all
enough.
work, but yeah.
No.
So all right then. Yeah. So it's all
Hey,
go on your
William.
front.
Now, William's joined us.
Hurrah!
And
Reverend Wild Bill has said over here, call a man Georgia, and he might be asking you to step outside for a little cock and bum fun. So there we go.
he didn't say that.
So yeah, there you go.
A little what?
Bit of cock and
He
bum
said
fun.
a little cuff to cuff.
Is it? Oh, I must have misread that.
Oh, for
As a man.
God's sake. It was okay for us to bring these Welsh savages into the United Kingdom, but did we ever have to teach them to read?
Yes. Well,
And here's
They're better
Jason.
readers than we are because they can read Welsh.
Yeah,
and no one has yet to answer the quiz question. So we need to
no.
think on. We need to think
Which
think
was
that
what?
one through in future.
What
Which
was it
was-
again?
Which of
Is
us
what
is Welsh?
nationality is? It
Oh,
was
I
the
see.
Welsh one.
What nationality is the Welsh one? Well,
Yeah. What nationality am I? Or something like
Boy,
that.
we're also coming up to the 14th Film Festival, the Weird Weekend North Film Festival,
hurrah! Good old Glenn.
and that features a movie by me. If you want to see the trailer,
Mm.
now I think I can do this. I'm just being clever here, boys and girls.
You should give them a warning in case they just having their dinner or something.
It's about my only vices, the fantastic prices, a charge for being eaten alive, or something like that. And that is fairly relevant to what I'm going to talk about today. Okay, that all went wrong because it came on halfway through. Let's try again.
From ancient Rome to a tumble-down cottage in North Devon. From a farm in Wales to the director's right foot.
Many years ago, I used to work for a man called Steve Harley, who sadly died last year. He was an old mate of mine. He was probably my biggest influence musically, and the two of us fell out incredibly badly and never really made up again. But back in 1973, on his first record, there was a song which went, my only vice is the fantastic prices, a charge for being eaten alive, or something like that. And that is fairly relevant to what I'm going to talk about today, because I'm going to talk about me and the experience of me being eaten alive.
Yes, we've got fat hippies for tea.
And that we seem to be going on about this is because you're in Wales today, Ian. I think we're just having a completely Welsh episode. Yes, it is the story of what happened when I nearly had to have my foot amputated.
Okay.
And instead they put medical maggots on my foot. And the only farm in the country which breeds medical maggots is in South Wales. And I found the whole idea so fascinating that I filmed the whole process. And me and Richard Freeman then play it for laughs. There is a song sung by Richard Freeman, who can't sing. There's computer animations, and there is a surprise visit by animal rights activists in my kitchen. But there's even the most badly filmed drone sequence that's ever been done on a video. So I think you'll all enjoy it, and it will be shown on CFZ TV a week after the show, which will be shown on the second Saturday in the November on CFZ TV at 3:00 in the afternoon. But I think it's quite jolly fun. I'm sorry that it came on halfway through the trailer, but I'm still only learning how to use this software. And I think it's all quite exciting.
So, well, it's a documentary film then, John, is it?
I think the current. Oh, hang on. Sam Shearon's here.
Hurrah!
Well, it's not bad.
3 cheers for Sam.
Hang on, he's
In the lobby.
no, he's on my iPad on Messenger.
Oh. Is he
We
coming
might
on
be in
here?
luck.
I don't know. I'm just about to ask him.
So while you're doing that, I've been watching a really good YouTube channel called Chris Harbour, spelt with a K for Chris. Chris Harbour, and he has his own little homestead in Wales, and he does fantastic woodwork and joinery and stuff, and he builds these electric turbines for people that have a stream running through their property, so they can have their own off-grid power. And he's got a lovely Welsh girlfriend who plays the harp beautifully. And when they're making tea, she says, "Are we having carrots?" Which is always funny. It always makes me giggle. She says, yeah, because he takes a pee out of her. He says, "Are we having carrots?" And they do generally have. Yeah, they do generally have carrots with their dinner, innit?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Are we having carrots?
Yeah.
Now, I've just had a. Hang on, I'm getting a. Carry on talking about carrots.
Yeah.
Well, that was it, really. That was the punchline, really. But anyone who's into homesteady stuff and woodworking and off-grid stuff, Chris Harbour on YouTube, brilliant channel.
Sort of a crafty type thing, is it?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's brilliant. He's a brilliant guy. He got his little piece of land by back a long time ago when he was working. I think he was working in joinery on boats somewhere, and somebody convinced him to buy a couple of early e-tokens. You know, the bit,
Bitcoin.
Yeah, Bitcoin. So he bought a Bitcoin, and then many years later, he thought, "Oh, I hate this rat race living in London. I wish I could get away and live in Wales somewhere." And then he looked up the value of his Bitcoin, and it was enough to buy some land and some bits and pieces and go and live there, and that's what he did. Brilliant.
I've just heard from Sam. He apologizes profusely. He got the dates mixed up and thought it was tomorrow. So I've said that we'll reschedule because he's out and about somewhere. I don't even know where in America he lives now. I can't remember.
It's LA.
Is it?
Yeah.
Again, I know LA from having. I had a gun pulled on me in LA in the airport.
Was it TSA?
What?
Was that the TSA?
I was in the bar at Los Angeles airport, and it had been
James
a long
Lerman.
flight all the way from London, and I was thirsty, so I went in. I got a pint of lager. And I went in my pocket. This was about 20 years ago. I got in my pocket, got out my Benson Hedges, got a cigarette out, and was just about to light it. And the security guy pulled a gun on me and said, "Put that cigarette down, sir, and move away." They were that
Crikey.
smoking in those days. I actually had
Well, I think I went there in 2004, and there was no smoking then. So yeah, they've had that ban for quite some time.
this was 1998,
Before.
something like that.
Sounds like a bit of an overreaction to me. And I say that as somebody who hates public smoking because I gave it up and I hate the smell of it now. But I still think it's a bit of an overreaction pulling a freaking handgun on somebody.
It's one of only 2 times I've ever had a gun pulled on me. The other was in Puerto Rico by the security guards at the government repository place where apparently the bodies of chupacabra victims were taken.
Right.
I think it was more likely that rather than them trying to cover up some dastardly deeds, it's probably they weren't expecting two English gringo people turning up and talking bollocks to them about chupacabras.
Yes.
So, John, back to your film though. So, what is it? A documentary type film? Is it? Are we looking at it?
Well, sort of.
Yeah.
It's it's a documentary, but also plays for laughs
Mm.
because the animated Welsh maggots didn't actually happen. The animal rights people didn't really break into my kitchen to steal maggots out of my pedal bin.
And this is going to be shown at the Weird Weekend North Film Festival,
which is, I believe, the first weekend in November, which is why we're not going to show the film until the weekend after. But V doesn't like it because he did. That's why I showed you that.
It's creepy.
No, that's why I showed that one, that trailer, not the other one, because the other one's got a picture of my separating foot, which we really did not want to see.
No. Apart from making me very sad, it's quite makes me feel a bit. So.
And how long is the film?
28 minutes.
It's not bad. Yeah. Didn't you make a film on the Owl Man, John, or did I imagine that? Did you make? Was that?
Do you mean the Owl Man and Others?
No, well, yeah, that one, yeah. But
it's a wonderful
Darren in it.
film. It is no. Who's in it? But you know, Richard's in it. Nick Redfern's in it.
Yes, with the sausages and mash.
And my mate Marco, who last time I heard was now the military
From ancient Rome to a tumble-down cottage in North Devon.
How the hell did that happen?
Military. You said military.
He's the military editor for the Daily Express now. He's in it. His then girlfriend was in it, not wearing very many clothes, and there's basically a load of Exeter lowlife rushing around.
And it was quite a while ago, though, wasn't it? What year did he make that film?
Oh, golly. 1999, 2000.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's got Graham and Richard in as well.
It's got Graham and Richard in. It's got Graham
they both. Sorry, I was going to say they both play gay people, don't they? Richard is a gay cowboy.
Graham is a pre-op transsexual Nazi.
Yeah. Well, Richard is a gay Southern cowboy.
He certainly is.
Mm. Not in real life, just in the film.
And where can we see this film? Is it on YouTube?
It is on YouTube because I wasn't ever going to re-release it because my wife, who was still alive at the time, I married her about 5 years after we made the movie, and she was a massive feminist, and the idea of a load of what she thought was sexism and exploitation of women, where actually they were quite happy exploiting each other, and I don't think it was at all sexist. But
No.
anyway, I didn't want to upset her by putting out a movie with gratuitous nudity and violence. It does feature Richard being kicked in the face by a naked female kickboxer,
Yes.
which he was very, very pleased with that bit of my script writing. And I said I was never going to put it out, but if anybody wanted to leak it onto YouTube, they were perfectly welcome. And I think it was Dan Holdsworth, of all people.
It was, yeah. Surprisingly.
And what is the film called? If people want to,
it's
The L-Man and Others.
Just The L-Man and Others. That's what it's called, is it?
Which is also the name of my rather remarkable book on the subject. But
and a good book it is.
the book's much better than the film. The film's fairly terrible, to be quite honest.
Well, the book as well it's probably the best book on Morgua, I think, as well. I don't think there's another book with so much information on that. So it's probably the main source. If you want to look into Morgua, then it's probably the go-to place for that. Would you say, John? I don't think there's anywhere else which has got as much
no, up until he died, Doc wanted me to write a book about Morgua.
Yeah. I don't think there is a specific book about it, is there? Which would
not
be
apart
handy.
from the little Morning Pella leaf thing.
So.
Yeah. He wanted me to write a book about Morgua, but I put everything I knew about it into The L-Man and Others. And although stuff's happened since, Morgua, by the way, being the Cornish sea monster, but although stuff's happened since, none of it's been particularly interesting.
Yeah.
And there's been 2 sightings that were claimed. But one was a sunfish, and the other one was a grebe or a diver of some sort.
No, you cover the golden age of Morgua, which is the main thing, isn't it, in the book?
Yeah, it's the golden age of high strangeness in Cornwall, really.
Yeah, Morgua, L-Man, and UFOs. Anything
and
else?
all sorts of other weird shit that went on there as well. The thing that I've never investigated further, but I've always meant to, and just haven't got around to it, are the stories, because I came up with 3 different ones of farmers saying that their livestock in their fields had been abducted and plonked sometimes up to half a mile away in a different field. And I have never got around to investigating that in as much depth as I would have liked to, because I think those stories are utterly fascinating. Because how cattle can get out, cattle and sheep, but mostly cattle, how they can get out of a padlocked field and into another field, which I believe was also padlocked, owned by another farmer, seems incomprehensible, but it happened on at least 3 occasions. And there was also a werewolf account from St. Column Major in North Cornwall, which ties in with some werewolf reports that I've had more recently from Davidstow in North Cornwall. And they're both probably going to be, they're all probably going to be in my new book, which I'm writing at the moment, which I have got one of my adopted daughters, Lizzie Clancy. Oh, sorry, Lizzie Bayatamiri now. Is her married name. I can never pronounce it. I'm sure I've pronounced that wrong. But she's helping me with it because I'm getting to the stage now I can't multitask like I used to be able to, and writing is it's more hard work than it used to be. And this is going to be a massive book. It's going to be Owlman size, maybe bigger.
And what's it going to be? Like just general creature mystery type thing?
No. There are a lot of people over the last 40 years who've been claiming that we're entering a new dark age. That's because, and David is here. Hi, David. Lovely to see you, sweet boy.
Well, our lovely Canadan friend.
Yes.
Hurrah!
You can
The
come
cyborg.
in and join us with your Borg eye if you want.
Yes. Come and join us, Dave.
But now he's just now he's just said hello as well. Has said hello as well as good afternoon.
Can't see the keyboard properly, that's why.
Yeah, probably.
With his
That's a good
cyborg eye. Yeah.
But anyway, it is the idea that as a society, and I mean Britain, America, Canada, Western Europe,
Australia.
Less so Australia and New Zealand.
They're getting a bit more dark than us.
What?
They've got a real totalitarian thing going on with their government. It's even worse than ours.
No. They're not going back behind the America and Britain in particular are rejecting what we all learned collectively in the Age of Reason, and are going to a pre-modern state mentally and psychologically. And I've always said, back from the book I wrote with Nigel 25 years ago, I've always said that, in my opinion, the weirder end of Fortean zoology, the stuff which are obviously not, to use Ian's favourite word, animate.
Animate, don't say that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, put £1 in the swear jar, the animate jar. Oh, I've said it now.
If you have, that's £2 that I can spend on more jar. That I can spend on more dodgy sweets from buying weird THC infused sweets from online.
Gummies.com.
CBD. It's CBD, not THC.
No, it's THCB, which apparently is legal, but only just.
Well, CBD and THC are related, and they come from the same organelles. In fact, THC, I think, is adapted CBD.
Hang on, I've got to. I need to invite Dave because his link doesn't work. So
we've got company.
Have we?
I don't know. I thought Dave was coming on.
We are. I just can't get his link doesn't work. He wants me to send him another link. We're being very professional tonight, aren't we? Anyway,
well, there's a few gremlins, but we've got round them.
I believe that the weird shit end of Fortean zoology is a result of the mass belief systems, the mass beliefs of people. And when you've got a whole society being pushed by its leaders back to a pre-modern state, it's not surprising that the things that the people are seeing are now becoming sort of pre-modern monsters, and people are seeing stuff which really is they're seeing stuff that is really unlike the creatures that were being reported 30 years ago, and that they all have a different genesis, and that's what I'm writing about. It's about the monsters of the who is benign compati wants to say big view, best viewers. I have no idea what that is, so I'm not putting it on. If you want to explain what it is, benign compatriotu, you are welcome. But as I suggest, there's probably going to be trying to flog something or newly bum pics, then you better tell us what it is. Anyway, that's what it is. It's about the monsters of the new Dark Age.
No, it sounds good. And do you think, well, you just going along with this is no sort of ETA for this book, or just sort of...
Well, yeah, it's got to be, because hopefully it's going to be a weird weekend next summer.
Cool.
And there will be, and I am at Daniel's conference, the one he said he wasn't going to do. He said, I'll never do another conference again, but it's the last weekend in August next year. I'm doing that one. And I'm doing the, well, what the hell is it called? Strange Days.
Yeah,
I'm doing Strange Days in the Field. And Dave, if you're there, I've just sent it to you. And
yes.
So I've got at least 3 gigs next year.
Well, I don't see how you can do Daniel's thing if we're going to do a new weird weekend, because that traditionally happens in August, doesn't it? Around about
it only happened in August. It happened in August for very different reasons.
What, because of Karina?
No, it happened. It happened. Yeah, sort of. It happened in August because it was a time I wanted to be in the school holidays, so Karina's 2 girls could make it, because they were still schoolgirls when I first met their mother, and I also wanted it to be around the time of my birthday. So I basically have a birthday party where all my mates would come down from all around the country and talk bollocks and drink with me. Which seems to me like a very good reason for having a conference.
Yeah.
But now, because there are these 2 at the end, because there's the big one, the Strange Days one, and Daniel's one, and also because the target audience, I think, of these shows that we do and the Weird Weekend is men and women of a certain age, but the men quite often have wild staring eyes and facial hair. And although once upon a time they would have all waited till midsummer and gone to Glastonbury, as Glastonbury these days seems to be, Glastonbury Festival is full of half-assed disco bands and stuff.
Right. It's not really a peace conference, peace thing anymore, is it? Because I mean, they were chanting "death, death" to the IDF this year, so hardly a peace festival anymore.
And what is it, paying 500 quid for the privilege?
So I think I'm going to make it as close a weekend to midsummer as I can. But to make it so, this is going to be an unashamedly solstice Fortean get together.
That sounds better.
I think it sounds better. And it also means the 6 weeks between that and Daniel's and Strange Days.
So how much was the place you stayed at for Strange Days? Because I'd really like to go to that.
I didn't pay for it. It was on site, but there are only 3 rooms on site.
Well,
and me being in a wheelchair, I got one of them. Richard flatly refusing to camp because he said that camping's for poofters.
For Southern Nancy boys.
I go camping.
I didn't say it was for push.
Oh, right, okay. That was an open goal there. But
Yeah,
yes,
I
well,
think it was for push.
I'm hoping to go next year, and I'll definitely camp. So,
Well, like this. Go.
yeah,
Oh well.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But
Oh,
anyway, and the
yeah.
third room went to the organiser's father, who's too old to go camping. So I got into nothing, but there are B&Bs reasonably. I assume you can't camp anymore.
No, of course not. Not with my arthritis.
I thought Arthritis was that not very funny black and white film comedian.
Arthritis.
Arthur Askie. Where's my washboard? That one. That kind of thing.
My grandfather wrote scripts for him.
Yeah.
And they were
Really?
they're fucking terrible. My cousin's got them now.
I thank you.
They were fucking terrible.
Oh.
He's Dave Scott is in. Dave Scott is in the house.
Hurrah!
Shall we add him to the stage?
Yes, bring on the Canadan. Hurrah!
Canadian.
The
No, I
Canadan.
can't say it.
Canadan.
Can you
From Canada?
adjust your camera so we can see more than the top of your head?
We got a talking ceiling on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Looking very handsome, that Dave.
I'm always very handsome.
How's your eye?
Have you caught the sun?
Good.
Have you got a bit of a tan going on there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Catching the last of the summer sun.
You should have seen him yesterday with that tan on his eye.
Oh no!
What the bloody hell's happened?
That's because you got him to move his camera, and it's fallen over now.
He's had one too many.
He's gonna have to wrestle it back up.
In the meanwhile, I'll quickly show you this though. This is the book. I showed you this the other day. The book I've been reading.
Zoinks!
Zoinks! The spooky folklore behind Scooby-Doo, and it's really good. It's about, because obviously Scooby-Doo has got a lot of ghosts and stuff like that, and a lot of it's set in, real folklore, and this goes through the tales that form the stories behind, Scooby-Doo and that kind of stuff.
Hang on, if it's actually linked to real ghostly folklore, how come it's always the baldy-headed bloke who's making money from scaring people away?
Well, obviously that.
And he would have gotten away with it too if you. Yeah, he would have gotten away with it if you damn kids hadn't interfered.
Because obviously there's that episode with Bigfoot, and then there's even a feature film with the Loch Ness Monster, and so it's got a lot of that in it, and it's by a guy you said you might know, didn't you, John? Mark Norman.
Mark Norman, yes, he was. I think he was the producer on the Owlman movie.
There's not a picture of him, but he could be actually. He's
there
a folklore researcher and author who lives in mid-Devon in the southwest of England.
And I owe him 65 quid, so...
That's a drawing of him.
You owe me 65 quid too.
Actually, we should try and get him on there.
Why do I owe you 65 quid, Scott?
To be your friend.
I've been wanting to do... I want to do a show one time. I want to do one of our last Wednesday shows about stuff in the deep southern hemisphere, so I can make jokes about Dave being Scott of the Antarctic.
Good one.
We do one on the Negan and that.
We could do what?
I'm getting some wicked feedback.
Yeah.
That's easy for you to say.
Yeah,
that was me pissing about. Sorry about that.
You sound like the Jesus and Mary chain.
I need to trim my eyebrows.
That was your eye. Brezhnev.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm going to adjust my mic here.
So, Dave, have you ever thought of going to that little village where all the people got run off by the murder a day and the big hairy people being seen on the edges of the village. Do you remember that place? Oh, hang on, you've gone off. You seem to be saying stuff, but we can't hear you.
Oh,
Dave, you're
sorry.
Oh, now you're back. Now you're back.
what, the one that was in that Alaskan Killer Bigfoot?
I don't know. I've only read about it, but
Oh,
there was
Portlock?
I can't remember, but there was a village, and people. It was a small village. It was supposed to be the most furthest out from civilization little settlement in Canada, and like almost every other day, somebody from the village was being found dead with a broken neck somewhere around the village, and after a while. They started seeing the big hairy people about the place, and then eventually people said, "Well, we can't cope with this," and they all moved at the same time. Like the whole place just moved all at the same time.
That sounds like Portlock.
Mm.
And that's in Alaska, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, this is in Canada. It was linked in one of the videos I saw about it. It was linked to that place, that valley where. Do you remember where there were the two miners and their camp kept being messed? No, they weren't miners. I think they were trappers. And
Hang on, Dave's gone again.
Their camp kept being messed up on a day-to-day basis, and then one day one of them left the camp to check some traps, came back and found his mate was dead with a broken neck. And
you said they were miners. Well, who'd let their kids out in a place like that?
Is it Nahani?
Yeah, the Nahani Valley.
It's at the other end of that, I think.
Yeah, you give me $200,000 and we'll go. Yeah, that's the one we priced out a couple of years ago. It's like what did we get to, John? $245,000 for 10?
Is it the sort of place you'd have to get one of those flying boats to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no roads in.
Crikey. That is far out, isn't it?
We go to the Fraser Valley. That's the valley below it.
Okay.
That's like half, not even half.
Is that famed for Genosqua?
Yes.
Okay. So that's probably just as dangerous then if they are. What?
What's Genosqua?
Genosqua it's something that seems to be related to the general US Sasquatch and southern Canadian Sasquatch, but it's renowned to be a far more dangerous thing that's more aggressive and actively hunts humans and eats them, in fact.
I've actually been I just I watched a video on a guy who says that Bigfoot is Neanderthal.
Well, that's a common theory, isn't it?
Yeah, it was actually quite interesting because they I gotta close the door. Am I still echoing?
Are you
still what?
Am I still echoing?
No.
You seem to be okay now.
Oh, okay. It's just there's cleared right up. Okay, cool. Put the plan.
And it does kind of make sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well,
even if not right.
Is that young Mr. Trump behind you?
It is.
No, that's Joe Biden.
I was quite chuffed today. Did any of you catch the news? There's a proper ceasefire in the Middle East, and all of the hostages are being taken home.
Yeah,
all the sausages.
Fabulous. And some idiot from the British Labour Party has claimed that they did this.
I didn't see who was taking credit for it.
Yeah. Starmer's mob are trying to take credit for it when they
Oh.
did nothing. They
Well-
did nothing. They did nothing except recognize Palestine as a nation.
I think this is where we move swiftly on.
Yes.
But
This isn't Have I Got News for You?
I will believe. I would believe it when all the hostages are actually released.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the
Be great if we
sausages
had
come
Angus
home.
It'd be great if we had Angus Staten on though, wouldn't it?
Do you remember that time
Yes.
when Angus Dayton got busted?
Yes.
And Paul Merton had the newspaper
T-shirt. Yeah. And he was going on about him sniffing cocaine off a hooker's bottom and stuff like that. But Angus was really good-natured about it, considering it was national TV. He was just laughing all through it. So,
Well, he hadn't got any other option, had he?
no, not really.
Oh,
But
Might as well have fun.
well, I can think of an awful lot worse things that British TV personalities do than having consensual sex with hookers and snorting a bit of coke.
Isn't that British Parliament?
No, it's far worse.
Oh God, this is going
The
down
government.
hill.
The government and the bankers. Yeah,
Whoa!
But
yeah.
at least it rhymes with that.
The Tories. Yeah. How about that? The Tories.
Oh
Yeah.
God, this is like at least we haven't got Richard Freeman on here talking.
Oh no.
about
Yeah.
Hey.
Unfortunately, I can't see any way out of the shit that we're in Britain. Anyway, I think all the parties are as bad as each other.
Yeah.
I can't see anybody who's going to lead us to the New Jerusalem.
Dave,
Yeah.
are you aware of Canada having more of a
Nice people.
native culture and history, reporting strife between humans and the big hairy people in Canada than in the US? Because I get the impression
Cubans?
that. Sorry?
Did you say Cuban?
No.
I thought you said strife between Bigfoot and humans.
humans.
Oh, humans.
Humans, not Cubans.
No, I think the Pacific Northwest in general is like that.
The Bigfoot don't like the smell of the cigars that the Cubans smoke. Really pisses them off.
Yeah, and the ivory-billed woodpecker, which may still live in Cuba, probably is chivvying them on a bit.
Yeah. And this is what happens when the guest doesn't turn up. So
What we just bothered for an hour and a half.
yeah.
So what about puckwudgies and other smaller hairy hominids? Do you get a lot of those in Canada?
No, they're more Maine, Connecticut, the Northeast U.S. Of course, they're just American little people, so they're a little bit more miserable. That's all.
And what are these hairy little people, or are they hairy?
Yeah, I think so. They're kind of like a porcupine back.
Oh right, okay, I gotcha.
If
Dave,
we could get Robin on, Robin could talk about puckwudgie.
I'd love to have Robin on.
Yeah, I've been trying to film that for a while, but with her being sick, it's been rough.
Well, let's reach out to him. But Dave,
she is actually on the mend slowly.
Yep, yeah, she's getting better.
So that's good.
She's winning. Now, John, I sent you the message that we have a black cat report here?
Ooh.
Yes, you did. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's between here and Glow, so within 10 miles or 10 kilometers. You know, so I'm trying to find some more information on it because it was a while ago. But apparently it was in here. I saw a coyote here the other day. It was huge.
Wow.
He was sitting there checking out the dogs.
Mm.
Dave, you're having a new program, are you not, or some such? Or John was saying earlier you were looking for some assistance.
Yeah, I'm looking. Don't Whistle in the Woods. Remember we did the 6 episodes last summer, I think, right, John?
No,
But
no,
summer before?
summer before,
Oh, wow.
I think.
Nah, it's last summer.
And what, you
It
started
wasn't
it that
last
summer?
summer.
You started it that summer. You want to get it
last
going
year.
again? Is that right?
Yeah, we wanted to get it going again.
Yeah, sounds good.
I've gotten quite back into deep research again, and I'm writing again. So
Cool.
I'm looking for 3 more hosts
Mm.
that want to do shows. And then I'll do one, they do one,
Yeah.
and then
That'd be
we can
good.
do it by month.
Mm.
We've got
Yeah.
4 episodes in the can now, so we're ahead.
Mm.
Do you need me to do any more of the speaking bits for you?
Oh yes, definitely. I was just going to get you to do your own thing.
Hmm.
So nice thing about Don't Whistle in the Woods, we don't have any rule.
Hmm.
Well, other than you got to have clothes on, so we won't have Richard on.
But not bright colours.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Well,
I thought
actually,
if we can get 3 other hosts to do one show a month.
I'm up if you want me.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll touch
Okay,
base on
cool.
that. Yeah.
So, and
What did I say, David? I said,
she's fast.
I know when you said you wanted hosts, I said, for God's sake, ask Ian and Ve.
Yeah, you did. That's what I just did.
Yeah, but only
Were
because
you
I told
asleep?
you to 20. I told you to do that 4 days ago. Christ, you can't get staff these days. Working with colonials.
Yeah, well, we'll touch base on that and see what we got and see what we can do then.
Okay.
John, you were gonna raise a point, were you not?
Only that my housekeeper, Helen, who is anybody who watches our Saturday show will know that there's a young lady called Lauren who is on each week. It's her mum. She is doing, now shut up, all 3 of you. She's doing a topless swim with hundreds of other women in aid of raising money for breast cancer research.
Excellent.
And I will, if anybody's interested, contact me on Facebook and I'll give you the link.
Okay.
I donated yesterday, and although I kept my name and address, what's the word? Confidential, I put a note on it, tit suit for the lads.
That's Sid the Sexist, for those that don't know where that came from.
That sounds like a great idea.
I said that it was sexist. It says under it ladies only or something on the advert. And I said that that's sexist. They ought to let me come along and film it.
That's sexist.
No, it wasn't sexist.
Okay, that's just perverted.
So, Dave, I want to ask you something here. Now, you remember I alluded earlier to not wearing bright colours in the woods, which there's a big tradition of that amongst Native Americans in the main sort of USA area. That's a common theme. Wherever you have woodland, they say don't wear bright colours in the woods because you might get taken by the hairy people.
I always thought hunters did that.
Eh?
Hunters.
What, didn't wear bright clothes?
Yeah, because they didn't want the animals to see them. It's usually the stock.
No. What I'm talking about is because of things in the woods that would come after them because they were wearing bright colours,
I've never heard that.
and that's quite
No, I've not heard
that's
that.
weird. That's weird because it's a big thing in the USA in many areas. In fact, David Paulides, it's a theme that keeps coming up in David Paulides' cases as well.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, if I go missing, I wear a yellow jacket. So
I keep on meaning to read David Paulides. He's on my list of people I'm going to read when I get around to it.
He's got a YouTube channel.
Yeah, no offense to anybody that really likes him, but read the early stuff. He got a little weird as he got older.
Did
You know what I mean?
Sorry, Dave, your sound is very, very murky.
Murky. It's like my eye.
Oh.
Yes, you've now got cataracts on your microphone.
I thought you were going to say cataracts on my mouth.
Oh, God.
What did you do, Ian?
I'm trying to go for the head only effect, but it's a little bit. The wall
It's
is white.
working.
He's going for the glow in the dark face.
No, the wall's a bit white over this side, but yeah, the hands are.
People are waiting for you to break out into a Phil Collins song.
It's a floating hand.
I could feel it coming in the air. Very good, guys.
That was really, really terrible.
Yeah, you like that, yeah. So,
as the company I work for has just put out a Phil Collins record. So, guys, if anybody in the company hears this, I do apologize.
I was paying tribute. Let's give this song a free plug.
Yes.
They want to send me $100 for not singing ever again. I'll do it.
We've got to make sure that the guests actually turn up in future, you know.
Yeah. Well, which one of you guys is going to fly over and do the hike with me next year?
The hike?
We're going to go to the gorge. We're going to walk from Kitchener up to the gorge. It's only 42 kilometers.
How many?
42.
42. What's that, about 25 miles?
Are you American?
No.
Are you from Zimbabwe?
No.
There's no one that use miles anymore. I refuse to use miles.
We use miles.
Yeah, we use miles.
Isn't that quaint?
And yards.
Isn't that quaint? Good one.
Inches.
Yeah, it's about 25 miles.
Cool. I don't know if I could do a 25-mile walk these days.
Oh, we're not going to do it all in one day.
How many weeks are you going to take?
It's going to take 2 days.
You're going to sleep under the stars.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm that little tent.
I get to choose which star I sleep under.
Unless you control the universe.
If we did it on trail bikes, I'd do it.
There's no trail. We're going to walk the river's edge. Water right there.
Well, if we could do it by boat, I'd do it.
Well,
Might
so
end
you
up-
have to
it might
walk.
end up-
That would defeat the height.
You might end up like Deliverance.
Look pretty good in those jeans, boy.
Some rednecks get hold of you, do what they want to you out there.
Make a noise like a big boy.
Exactly.
I've never actually seen that movie.
Have you not?
No.
It's very good. It's about the guys. This little group of guys who used to go camping in this area. They're going there for the last time because it's about to be flooded to make way for a massive lake, and that's where it starts. And then they get captured by the rednecks, and one of them wants to be this other one's bum chum, and it gets rather unpleasant from that point on.
Gets bummed. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make a noise like a pig, boy.
Mm.
V, now look what you've done to David. You've causing some sort of a seizure.
And they tag team him, don't they? Or is that
Yes.
different? No, that's a.
Boy, you
Or
got
do
a
they tag
real
team
pretty
him?
mouth.
Oh yeah. They all have a go.
Oh God.
They take it in turns.
And then Burt Reynolds put some arrows through them. That's a good bit.
Burt Reynolds put some arrows through them.
Yeah, because he's a bowman. See, in
penetrates
America, you're allowed to hunt with arrows. You can't do that here. It's illegal.
And it's cool.
Can't hunt. Can't bow hunt.
Eh?
You can't bow hunt.
No.
No, you can't bow hunt in the UK. It's
Huh.
illegal. You can rifle hunt, and you can air gun hunt, but you can't bow hunt.
That's interesting. So because of the Romans?
No, it's English Parliament.
Is it throwback to when the Romans invaded?
No, they don't like people having guns.
Well, I thought maybe you guys should tell the crowd.
So they got strict gun controls, and then they didn't. They had an RSPCA thing, and they said, "Oh well, hunting with arrows is just implicitly cruel, as opposed to shooting with a bullet, and so you can't do it." Which is a bit silly, really, because shooting with a bullet is probably a much quicker death.
Mm-hmm.
But there you are. It's not as if our lawmakers are particularly logical, is it?
I'm trying to figure out if John's is late.
No,
Oh, no?
no. I was trying to do something clever, and I was trying to get, because for some reason there were several things there all saying David Scott, and I was trying to get rid of two of them, so there was only one. You're all on the same line, and I was concentrating to make sure that I didn't kick you off.
Oh, I could have logged back in.
Now you sound better now. Your microphone.
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds much better here.
Mm.
That's because I got rid of the two other. You were broadcasting them on 3 different channels.
What happened to our guest this week?
He thought it was tomorrow and cocked up the dates.
Is he American?
Yes.
Yeah, well, tomorrow, yeah.
He's English, but he lives in America.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he lives in America. Well, they're a day behind, eh?
But I would say they're about half a century behind. But
I was waiting for John to go, yeah, there goes Dave insulting half our audience again.
Well, you should have been there earlier.
yes, I think we insulted the people of two. Well, I insulted the Welsh without really meaning to, and various American-y things were said.
Oh, cool. I missed that. I'll have to go back and watch it.
And V upset the gay community.
Yes. No
Yes.
change
That's
there.
regular, though, isn't it?
You know me, Butterfingers.
Yeah, I do apologise about your microphone problems, Dave.
Oh, no problem.
This is so bloody complicated. I'm still learning how to use it. And Vivien, God bless her, wants to take us to another platform anyway.
Oh, what are we going to go to?
I don't know. She's working on various things.
Okay.
I'm trying to get both me and Louis want her to go to OBS because A, it's free, and B, we already use OBS for CSZ TV anyway.
Yes, that would be perfect then.
Because I like OBS, but then again, I don't know how to do all the things that you have to do on here, like playing videos and bringing
Yeah.
up pictures and stuff. I'm sure it can be done. It's just a matter of learning it.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid that that's saying you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, I'm getting on a bit, and I am finding it much harder to learn how to use new software than I would have done even 10 years ago. Because I'm the oldest here.
Oh, come on. He's doing this again every year.
I'm older
Every
than
year.
you.
He's like a year older than I am.
He's exactly 12 months and 1 day older than me. And he tries to use
No,
that
I'm
as
not.
if...
I'm
as if
13 months and 1 day older than you. Come on, get it right.
All right, then. Fair enough. 13 months and 1 day. No, it's not. It's 13 months exactly.
Okay. But
It's
what about the
22nd, isn't
international?
it?
Yeah, but what about the international date line?
You're in the same area.
Yeah, and
That's not
13
gonna work.
months.
I was
13 months is not enough to claim to be somebody's elder. So you can take the lead.
Nigel is he is 67 next week,
Oh, bless him.
which means he's less than a year older than me, and he looks considerably older than I do.
Mm.
Ian's the baby then?
I suppose I might be. We'll have to compare, won't we?
Vivien's the baby when she's here.
Yes.
She's the youngest, is she?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yes, she's a lovable little rascal.
Oh, how come she gets so many holidays, by the way?
Because she's a lovable little rascal.
Oh, I was going to say, we don't get holidays like this. I'll take the month. You can have this week off. Yeah, go ahead.
Didn't you have any time off for your eye problem, Dave?
No, I'm here.
No.
I just had it done on Monday or Tuesday.
Wow.
I got 2 weeks off for mine next month.
So you've got another 2 weeks off.
I would prefer, yeah, I prefer not to have the time off. But yeah, I'm having the time off. Yeah.
I'm all healed.
How's that
wow.
looking? That looks.
Fabulous.
It was the other eye, though, wasn't it?
No, it was the right eye that did this week.
Ah, right, cool.
Are they doing the other one anon, are they?
Yeah, November, yeah.
And how's vision now? Is it cleared up?
Oh, no, it's like looking through Vaseline in that eye. But I could see one thing at night. I noticed last night, I can actually distinguish shades now.
Oh, cool.
Well, yeah, very cool, because I can walk without breaking my neck when the cat gets in front of me.
Right.
You got a black and white cat. He's black, it's white with a black Hitler-like haircut thing on it. And then it's got this huge black tail, but I can't see the black at night.
Right.
So I step on her tail and she hits
see
that.
half a cat.
I go and see half a cat, yeah.
Sounds like a lyric, doesn't it? It's got a huge black tail, and I can't see the black at night.
There you go, John. New album.
Yeah.
Oh, I have got a new album, by the way.
Well, there's another one. You can put out a single.
No, I've got another project in mind. I think I'm going to resurrect another one of my alter egos and do a record with them.
Okay.
V doesn't know, but he's going to be part of it. So
he's smiling.
He brings these things on me, and I quite enjoy them. So no worries. Is it going to be the amphibians? Because I sang on an amphibians thing once.
No, it's not going to be the amphibians. It's going to be Straw.
I didn't like the rubber mask. I have to admit.
What, in Straw?
No, in what I called X-Style. Yeah. No, the amphibians from outer space. You had to wear rubber masks.
I have no memory of that at all.
Yeah,
Still, you wear rubber masks.
Well, in the amphibians in Exeter, if you did a gig, the amphibians had to wear rubber masks of amphibians, and quite
I have
uncomfortable.
no memory.
Like,
This was
Came out in
my
a rash,
life.
did you?
I can't remember any
this
of
is
that.
your band. Oh dear.
Drugs are bad. Okay.
Talking of which, has anybody seen the new Spinal Tap movie yet?
No.
No.
It is really funny.
Is it good?
It's much better than I thought it would be. It's not as funny as the first one, but the first one was the first one. But it is much funnier than I thought it was going to be.
Well, you see, that's my problem with my new amp, right? My Fender. It only goes to 10.
Oh, that's no good.
Doesn't go to 11.
Where did you see it, John?
It's one rider, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where did you see the film?
Illegally online on one of the. If you look up,
Don't you send me that link. Don't you dare.
Yes, and don't you dare send it to me either.
Yeah,
right
I
after
don't
the
want it
show.
either. I'll delete it if you send it to me.
Yeah, so you 2-3 will delete it in the same way as
Yeah.
you'll delete it if I send you the link for how to buy those THCB gummies.
Oh no, I'll keep that one.
I can just go to the corner.
Because it's legal. Yeah,
It's legal here.
he can get the real thing because they've got a proper government.
Yeah, the trouble is, Computer Boy, as you know, lives in South Carolina.
Yeah.
Where it's legal. And he keeps on refusing to send them to me through the post.
Because it's a federal offense.
Yes.
He'll get sent to Nicaragua or Cuba or something.
Yeah.
And they'll hold him hostage.
I
used to come in and kill his dog.
Can you imagine Louis in those orange jumpsuits?
Yeah.
He'll become radicalized and become an imam.
He'd be Computer Boy.
That's like the other day, isn't it? When he went to Walmart. That was insane.
Yeah, I had to.
Are we allowed to talk about that?
Oh, you tell the story because.
All right. So, Louis, the other day, Jon and Louis were having this chat on Messenger. We have these 3-up chats every now and then on Messenger, and Louis was driving along as usual, and he pulled up in the Walmart car park. And he said he was faffing about in his car, and he was just about to open the door and get out to go into Walmart to buy stuff, and he heard this pop, 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 and then he looked around and he said to John, he said, "That's funny. I think I can hear some gunshots. I'm not sure." And then he looked around, and then suddenly loads of people came herring out of Walmart because people were shooting at each other in there. So he just stuck his foot down and tore out of the car park. And John wanted him to go back, didn't you, John?
Go back and film it. Film it 11.
I wanted him to go back and film it. And I also told him that if he was driving too fast up the highway, away from a crime scene, he'd get arrested and they'd probably deport him because he's an immigrant.
Yeah. And because he is black.
No, he's not.
I was trying to pick him up with his street cred there. You see, it didn't work.
He's about as white as you can get.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think his street cred's going to be that viable.
He comes from rural Sussex, for God's sake.
What was Sam going to talk about, by the way?
Oh, he was going to talk about. He's done all sorts of stuff. He's done Bigfoot stuff. He's got a podcast about hauntings. And he was the guy who first collected the stories of the Beast of Green Drive in Lancashire about 20-something years ago. And he's a really, really good artist. So, and he's going to come back on the show. We are going to reschedule because I really like Sam. I love doing this show because it's basically I can just get a load of my old friends to come along and talk bollocks for hours.
Yeah.
Which is, let's face it, that's what we're doing now. And
it's worth checking out his website, isn't it? There's some good stuff on there. I had a look today.
There is, yeah. Lots of gothy stuff.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Gothy.
And a bit of erotica as well for those who like that sort of thing.
What, like the Goat Girls?
The Goat Girls, yeah.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
There is a goat girl there's a goat girl in my last two novels, which are basically what the next Stuhl project's going to be. Do you remember I've made the Stuhl record that went with the first novel?
Yeah, and all about elephants and all that.
Mainly about elephants. Well, I'm going to do a record now to go with the second novel, because the trouble is I don't know what to do about the third novel because I've got it all mapped out. I know what's going to happen, but one of the main characters, and that was Karina. And I'm trying to work out how, with Karina being dead, I can do. I really am. I know it's been 5 years, but I don't want to write dialogue in the mouth of my dead wife.
Maybe you could employ the concept of visitation and say, that you have these seances and she comes back and she takes part in the story, No,
I'm thinking I'm just going to take the main part of the story and I'm going to set it in Exeter once I move back there.
Right.
Because it is going to be a bunch of eco-terrorists planning to blow up the plague pit.
So, Richard.
I know where the plague pit in Exeter is. So, where they buried all the bodies after the Black Death. Yeah. So the idea being that you've got
release spores,
exploding it up to release spores and try to go back to a sort of Pol Pot Year Zero sort of thing with magical overtones and goat girls.
That sounds interesting. Very interesting.
But there's no Maggie Thatcher to sell them hammers.
Leave old Iron Pants out of this.
See, I'm being really dumb now, and no, I'm not off my tits. I don't get it. Tell me, hammers.
Margaret Thatcher found out that Pol Pot wanted a couple of million hammers because he was going to use them to murder most of his population. Anyone who was intellectual, anyone who was a writer, anyone who was an artist, anyone who was an architect, he wanted to kill them all. So he wanted hammers because he didn't want to waste money on ammunition. And he set up a system where he would make people from a village line up in lines. They would approach this sort of canvas tenty thing, go through different doors, and then they would end up stepping through into a fairly dark area, and then they would get hit in the head with a Stanley hammer, and then they would fall into a pit, and then people would drag them away. So it was a fairly quiet way as well, because once you get lamped in the head with a hammer, you're out straight away. Anyway, Margaret Thatcher found out that he needed a couple of million hammers. So she negotiated a trade deal with him on behalf of Stanley Tools, which is a British company.
You're fucking kidding.
No, and she sold him several million hammers.
He's going to buy them anyways.
Yeah, but she got him a trade deal.
Yeah, see?
Which made the genocide much cheaper.
Well, that was nice. Nice, what friendship amongst nations.
Yeah. This is the sort of behaviour which is why Elvis Costello wrote that song "Tramp Down the Earth," you know, and why so many people celebrated when she popped to clogs.
I hated the fucking woman.
She's a politician. I hate them all.
When I was at school, we called Thatcher the Snatcher because a lot of us from quite poor backgrounds, and we depended on the school milk that we got. And
You took that away, eh?
She took it away from us.
Yeah.
Thatcher, milk snatcher. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good thing though, because that milk was. I remember it was warm. It wasn't very nice milk. Not that I like milk anyway, but I don't
didn't
think I
really
ever
matter
used to
to
drink
me
mine.
whether it was cold or warm. It was
You
the
liked
milk.
it, yeah.
Well, it was an important calcium thing that we had going, you know. But
Well, boys and girls, believe it or not, we've come to the end.
No, we haven't. We don't need to end here. We've got another 30 minutes if we want.
Yeah, if you want, carry on.
Hurrah!
I wonder if we'll keep our 3 viewers for the next 30 minutes.
Well, Dave has had enough anyway. He's
What the hell's happened to Dave?
Oh no, where's he gone?
He's disappeared. Is this
peculiar.
do you think
We've
this
lost-
is a Fortean phenomenon?
Yeah.
We've lost our Canadan.
The aliens have got him. He's probably being probed as we speak.
God, we're now up to 6 viewers.
Hurrah! Good on the viewers. God bless
Aliens are
them.
dirty bastards, aren't they?
They are. They're always messing with
always-
bumholes, aren't they?
I know. Got a thing about it.
What?
Aliens.
Sorry.
They're always probing
no.
people's bottoms.
I
You had a
thought you
time-
said Indians. I was thinking, you can't say that. It's also not true.
What was that? I missed it.
Oh, you just
Say it
I'm
again.
getting confused.
I dare you. Double dog dare you.
McCrinnan was being inappropriate.
We were
again.
just saying, we thought
wasn't.
you'd been abducted by aliens, Dave, and we thought, well, you're probably being anally probed. Just as we speak, so- because
Now
that's
shut up,
what they're into.
everybody. Be nice. Because Nettie is in the
It's
house.
Nettie. Hello, Nettie.
She's just come to join in, say hello. So you've all got to stop by talking about anal probes.
Hurrah!
That won't stop us.
No.
We'll just talk about something else now.
Yeah.
Or something else equally as inappropriate.
Yeah.
Ian, your turn.
I've only got inappropriate things to say. I can't think of something which isn't going to offend.
Why don't you tell everybody the plot of your new book?
The new
We are
book.
publishing soon.
Oh, that one. Yes. Well, it's a journey. It starts as a journey in London, and then it's set in the banking crisis of 2008, and it tells a story of a camping holiday to Scotland, and turns into a tale of greed, and just goes wrong basically. There's a lot of lifestyle descriptions in there.
I like the way he puts lifestyle descriptions. What that means, boys and girls, is drug taking.
Yeah, just the way some people live sometimes and get by. So, but yeah, so I wrote it last year and thought, so we'll see how we go with it. And John's liked it, and V liked it, so hopefully we can publish it and take it to a wider audience and see
I
what
haven't
happens.
finished it yet. I like
Yeah.
when I get like a spare few hours, I like to dip in. I dip in until I get really thirsty, and then I'll go and have a beer and put it down.
Yeah.
But it's nice. I like it. It's something that you can keep going back to. It's pretty good.
There's elements of truth in there.
What,
And,
the lake monster or the drugs?
well, both, isn't it? Both, and it's got a nice twist at the end. And there's a bit of everything in there as well. Thrown a lot of stuff in, a bit of crime in there. So yeah, a bit of drug taken in there, but nothing too heavy. Just something you might do if you went on holiday.
Yeah.
Nothing.
It is what I believe the literary description of such a novel is: picaresque.
Yeah, I think that would be
Picaresque.
right.
Picaresque.
But yeah, so that's sort of my novel, which is one story. As I said, though, that got me. I've got a framework now of a second book, and as I said, I'm hopefully aiming for about 10 short stories, and I've got about 8 basically planned out. Got the spine of the 8 just to flesh them out, so that's pretty good. So yeah, get going on that. But as I said, with that's going to be more serious and more,
Nasty.
nasty. Yeah, that's probably the word.
I-
Though
I've
there are
been
elements of justice as well. But go on, Dor. Yeah.
I've been thinking for years of doing a book of short stories, about true stories.
Yeah.
I was going to call it Tales from the CFZ and get somebody to do a comic book cover, because there are all sorts of events that really need to be told, like the time that Richard and I found ourselves in.
Jail?
No. We were working with the cops on this occasion. We found ourselves in a place in Sunderland where there was a village where all the farmers were going, all the farm workers were going and shagging their animals,
Oh.
and somebody had attacked a animal sanctuary and killed a wallaby and drained it of blood.
Whoa.
Which I was interested in because of the wallaby killings in the Owlman book. But once we got up there, it turned out to be totally ridiculously weird. Like the guy who ran the animal sanctuary, who's since been closed down for various infractions of the law, was this flamboyantly gay guy who looked with his dyed hair that made him look like he had a badger on his head, and he looked like Big Daddy. And it turned out he owed money to some local heavies. And it was probably the local heavies who were putting the tighteners on him to try and get the money back. But that's a story that needs to be told. It's quite peculiar, and it turns out to be, it's all linked in with UFOs and a village full of inbred people having sex with pigs, and it's all a very peculiar story.
Stranger than fiction.
Oh yeah, and then there's the other story about how this American guy with a complete obsession with has anyone ever seen Ken Russell's movie of The Lair of the White Worm?
Yes, I love it.
Well, he had
Hugh Grant. Isn't Hugh Grant in that? A young Hugh Grant.
Yes.
He is, isn't he? That's right. Yeah.
And
I think
this guy,
you go on.
this American guy, had a total obsession with that, and so he decided to do a conference on a coach going round and round to all the places in the film with people like me and Richard and a couple of other people all giving lectures. And he wouldn't talk directly to anybody because he talked through a Mickey Mouse doll he had on his shoulder.
Mr. Hat?
But it's based on a legend, a true story type legend type thing, isn't it? Lair of the White Worm, isn't it? Isn't there it's a real...
Well, sort of.
Yeah.
Lantern Worm.
It's
the Lantern Worm.
Well, the movies have got the Lantern Worm. In the book, which was, what's his name? The guy who wrote Dracula. What's his name?
Bram
Stoker.
Stoker.
Thank you, Vee. He wrote the book, and as far as I remember,
Yeah,
from
that's
the
right.
book,
Yeah.
which isn't terribly good. Sorry, goth guys. Bram Stoker was not a very good author, but his books, his original story doesn't have anything to do with Lair of the White Worm. This is just Ken Russell adding it all in. But this American guy, the idea of 3 days on the road with a bunch of 14s in different hotels paid for by this rich American guy with the Mickey Mouse doll, that's another story that needs to be told.
Yep.
There's a new Frankenstein film out, isn't there? I believe. Is that
there?
right? I think so. Yeah, it's supposed to be very faithful to the book, because usually they aren't. But
Well, in the original book, something which hasn't really been picked up much by the films is not so much the horror aspect of Frankenstein's monster. It's the fact that he's incredibly lonely. I mean, that's what Mary Shelley wrote it about. This guy who is incredibly alienated from all of humanity and what he was suffering. That's what the book was really all
the
about.
Boris
in
Karloff
original.
films do go there, though, don't they? Especially
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Mm.
The one with the little girl in the
the
drowned.
river. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was cut for quite some time from the film because it was 1930, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But even the second one, Bride of Frankenstein, as well, it sort of does very much go in there, where he befriends the blind man and the like, isn't it? You know.
And then Mel Brooks made Young Frankenstein, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
And then George Clinton made the brides of Dr. Frankenstein.
Yes.
Which we were talking about the other night. We were having
One Nation Under a Groove.
Oh yeah, whilst I was in my chemically addled state, Vee and I spent hours sitting up talking about Parliament Funkadelic and George Clinton, which I really like that stuff.
Yeah. I love a bit of them. I like that song, One Nation Under a Groove, and Make My Funk to P-Funk. I want to get funked up. That's my favourite.
I like Maggot Brain.
Oh yeah, and Peppy the Dope Dog. That's another good one.
Peppy's a dope dog.
All I can say is Vivien is back in 2 weeks' time. I hope she never watches this episode.
Or last week's episode.
Well, last week's episode, at least we were on top. Oh, we weren't, were we? I was off.
You were off your tits.
We'll come back next week with in force.
This is the new media, folks.
Mm.
We tell you stuff that the old mainstream media won't tell you. You never have the Daily Telegraph talking about the brides of Dr. Frankenstein and the main features editor being off his tits. I think they probably should. I think it would probably make it more readable.
More funnier.
We still have 4 people watching.
Hurrah!
Hi, 4 people.
Hi.
There's a channel on TV called Talking Pictures, isn't there? One of the many, and they show the one of the free channels. They're showing the old Frankenstein films at the moment of an evening, so they're worth a look. And the Lugosi
Do you think we
film.
could do a marathon?
Frankenstein marathon?
No, just a 6-hour CFZ marathon or something.
Can you imagine 6 hours of us sitting here?
We could rotate people out.
Squibbs will be drunk. I'm off my head. Squibbs is drunk. Vee's microphone isn't working, so it's clunking.
I'll be late.
Time, and he'll be late.
And I'll have to get up all the time to refill my coffee, then I'll have to go pee.
Can we imagine that for 6 hours? That's quality television. isn't it?
We could
Ian
really
can
take it
tell.
up a notch. I could take the phone with me when I'm going pee.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
that happens in one of
I-
the Naked Gun films, doesn't it? Yeah.
That happened with Richard Freeman once. Richard and I were on some American radio show. And this was after I moved up here. So we weren't living in the same house anymore. And Richard, in the middle of the thing, said, I'm be off in a minute, forgot to switch his microphone off. We heard them having a loud and very satisfying piddle. And then he said, oh, that was good. And I was just pissing myself.
Yeah, so was he.
Yeah, and my dear wife was there saying, what the hell is going on? And I said, welcome to the CFZ, baby.
Is Vivien still in Paris?
I'm not sure.
So she's not going to see this, right?
I fucking hope not.
Has she told you much about her trip?
I haven't spoken to her since.
Hmm.
I do
Interesting.
hope she's getting video, especially if she goes down the catacombs.
And sees Morrison's grave.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Oscar Wilde's grave.
Is he buried in Paris? I didn't know that.
Same graveyard.
He was in prison in Reading, where I am.
Well, we knew he was buried in a graveyard, John. He asked if it was in Paris.
Yeah, it was in the same. Oh, fuck off! It was in the same. There is in that is a graveyard with a whole section for poets, and so Jim Morrison was buried there, and Oscar Wilde was buried there, and
a few others.
Bizarrely, Jacques Brel, whose stage show Jacques Brel is alive and well and living in Paris, when he died, he wasn't buried in Paris. He was buried on the island of Hiva-Oa in French Polynesia, where they have a mystery bird.
Nice.
Anyway,
John,
yes.
What was it like living with Richard then? You must have had quite a good time.
It was great fun. I used to drink a lot more. Well, I hardly drink at all now, and I used to drink a hell of a lot. Richard and I both drank a hell of a lot. Graham was there quite a lot of the time, and we all drank a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
Graham and I took drugs. Richard didn't.
He was clean.
Richard's always been a cider man, isn't he?
Oh God! And then he goes on about it when he's drinking it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there was the time he went off to his friend's house, got completely wrecked on red wine, which he always said he wouldn't drink. But he drank about 3 bottles of red wine, staggered back across Exeter, back to the house, came up, barged into my bedroom, off his face, and fell flat on his face in the cat litter tray, and was so drunk he couldn't move.
And was there feces in the cat litter tray?
Apparently so.
Really?
Oh.
He had some on his face.
Is that why he hates cats?
No, he hates cats because I don't.
They're not dogs.
I don't understand Richard. He's a very strange boy. I love him dearly.
Yeah, he says he hates cats, but then you see him when Peanut jumps up on his lap, and you wouldn't give it any credit, would you?
No, when he has Peanut and Lilith on his lap and he's talking in baby talk to them.
And then he sees somebody looking at him and he says, I fucking hate cats.
No.
Bless him. He starts calling them toilet trading Tory bastards. Southern Nancy boys.
Yes.
So who's our guest next week?
Next week, our guest is Ron Murphy. You know Ron Murphy, don't you?
Is it not Brigitte? I thought it was Brigitte.
No,
Oh,
Brigitte
okay.
was supposed to be this week, and she's disappeared. I can't find her.
Oh,
It's
Brigitte.
Ronald Murphy, who did a book about vampires for us.
Cool.
Nice.
Nice
And where-
guy. I've
and
known
where's
him
he
for
from?
years. Ohio, I think.
Oh, cool. So it's going to be a vampire episode then, yeah?
Well, he's also written a book which I haven't published yet about dog men and all sorts of shit. So
Nice.
I thought you knew him, Dave.
Who?
Ronald Murphy.
I think I know the name.
They're a nice guy. Anyway, he's on next week. So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And
Did you know
I
that's
will-
what they used to call Adolf Hitler was Murphy. That was his real name. It was Richard Murphy because they used to call him Dictator.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, can't continue.
okay. I can't believe that. You guys just been kissing you low. One of the 4 people has left as well.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. Come on.
Who's left?
3 people.
Mm.
Throw them on the show. Let's torture them too.
It's true though. He did only have one ball, and that was he did.
Yes,
And
he
the other
was
was in the Albert Hall.
No, that's not true. The other wasn't in the Albert Hall, but he did only have one ball, and his mother didn't cut it off when he was
No.
small. No, that didn't happen either. But he did only have one ball. It was a medical defect.
He
And
was
that was-
just a mutant.
That was
It's
part
called
of his
monorchidism.
frustration.
It's
Yeah.
called monorchidism.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And, well, that's why the flowers called orchids are called orchids, because
Yeah.
the bulbs of orchids are supposed to look like testicles.
Just the one. But that was the root of his frustration, though. That he had 2, he wouldn't have done all that stuff.
What if he
Yeah.
had 3? Would he have been a saint?
Probably, yeah.
Crikey.
Yeah.
And that song
Yeah.
would have been completely different, wouldn't it?
No. Yeah. Hitler has got an extra ball.
Yes.
He got it from the Albert Hall.
Yes. He's very
Another-
clever and he's very tall.
Oh, for God's sake. Vivien never watched this episode. Okay, guys, before it goes any worse, I'm ending the show. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Time to go home. Time to go home from your simply spooky adrenaline ride. Time to go home. Time to go home. Even if you're terrified. Goodbye. Time to go home. Time to go home. Vivien and her weird friends are all going home. Time to go home. Time to go home. Vivien is waving goodbye. Goodbye.